Hey guys, what up? Arby here with Dragon Dyce, here to do an interview. So thought that would be a lot of fun to do, and we got lots of cool questions, especially since the dicing nerf, well, Jagex attempted dicing nerf, took a big hit on the dicing community. A lot of people have a lot of questions about it still, and don't know kind of how it's running. So I figured we'd get an interview out there with one of the biggest dice clans that we got. So we got him on Skype here and standing next to him in game. So why don't you say hi?
Hello, everybody. This is Dragon Dyce, also known as KO.
Alrighty, so I guess we'll get right into the questions. Alright, so let's start with the biggest thing that a lot of people still don't know about. How do dice clans operate now since Jagex took a stand against dicing in game with their little nerf attempt?
We all use IRC. It's basically like another friends chat, but you're allowed more leeway as to what you can do. And everybody created their own bots, and we dice in there. And everybody made them. Well, at least us, we made it so the dice rolls are completely random, just like you'd think the dice bags were in the game. Um, and it allows you more room to grow because it can hold more people. The channels are basically, there's no limits on how many people it can hold. You could do more things. You can monitor it better. We're also coming out with an IDM game. Should be out next week. I don't know how many people that watch this video heard of IDM. It's basically like PKing or staking another player, but you do it with commands. Like you can use Durox, DDS, mage attacks, range attacks, and there'll also be a staking, whip option, and DDS only.
Wow,
So
that
that should be
sounds
out
like
next week. Yeah.
that sounds like a lot of fun. And just to clarify for some of the viewers out there who don't know what IRC is, what he meant by bots when he said bots, he doesn't mean like actual RuneScape training bots like the bot ban. He means like bot. What it is it's a computer program inside the IRC chat client which automatically generates numbers and the different dice rolls and stuff. It's that kind of bot, not the bad kind of bots.
Yeah, basically the same kind of script Jagex would have probably used, I expect.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. All right, so how long have you guys been Dicing Clan? How long has Dragon Dice been around?
We started around last February. We just celebrated our 1 year anniversary, so a little over a year,
Oh,
almost
happy
13
birthday.
months. Thanks, buddy.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. Now, a lot of people mix up the difference between legit dicing clans and the ones that scam. So, can you explain to the viewers why a big, super popular dicing clan like Dragon Dice can be trusted to not scam? Like, what are the incentives, and why would the hosts not scam?
Well, from the beginning, I put a lot of measures in place. But some of them were already there. They weren't planned. For example, all the hosts have to be on TeamSpeak with a mic. I have to know that it's them every time they log on. They have to be in the hosting channel. They have to follow certain protocols when they host. They go through a training period. They have to screenshot everything, the payout, the rolls. Every hour they have to post all their wagers. Um, about 5, 6, 7 times a day, I get on secret accounts and test my hosts with large and small wagers. Make sure they're treating the customers well. Make sure they don't rage on them. Make sure they don't ignore them for another customer that has a larger wager. And if they break rules, they get fined. And if they break a rule that's pretty severe, then they get fired.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty cool. Now, you guys have buy-ins for ranks and stuff, right?
Yeah, I usually don't tell people. They ask me. Well, basically now, because I noticed over the year, people would hang around and help for months on end, trying in hopes to get rank. So if it's someone I don't know well, I have them put down a large security deposit. So if they scam, the customer gets paid back, and the trust continues, so to speak.
Exactly.
The
So
kid,
that's one of the main reasons, guys, why in dice clans a lot of times they don't scam. Because if they put down a big security deposit of a couple bill, they're not going to scam for a few hundred mil and lose their rank and lose their couple bill security deposit over that. So,
right,
so
and
it's
that
more
might upset.
profitable for people to stay and not scam.
Right, that might upset some people, but at the same time, we wouldn't have made it this far, and no legit clan can last if they don't have a deposit, because then they're
Exactly.
paying money out of their pocket until they go broke if they're
Exactly.
scams. A lot of now I have a pay-as-you-go program. I have a public TeamSpeak, which anyone that hangs around in the chat can get in, and I also have a private one for hosts only. The public one is basically where I scout the new recruits. I get to know them over months. Uh, there's hosts. I mean, there's RuneScape players that have been on that TeamSpeak for 5, 6, 7 months trying to get rank, and eventually they achieved it because there's so many people that want rank, and there's a limited amount of space. So I
Yeah,
get to know
definitely.
them over months on end. Everyone creates a bond, and you could tell who's a scammer, who's legit, and who's not. So
Oh,
it's a
well,
good
that's
way.
good.
It's a long, hard process, but it really weeds out the scammers.
Yeah, that's definitely really good. All right, so what are some of the obstacles that you guys as a clan have had to overcome in the past and are still trying to overcome?
Well, the first obstacle is when we started dicing at the beginning. We used to be located at Juliet's house, south of the GE, the Grand Exchange. People didn't know what the game was, so they used to walk by and say, "What is this?" I'd explain it to them, and then they'd run off saying, "Scam, scam." So I started pulling money out of my own pocket, handing them GP to try it, and eventually they got comfortable. And before you knew it, they were doing party hat wagers within like a week and a half.
Wow, that's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It was a hit about a week after we started. To be honest, once they knew that the trust factor was there.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so in the clan, and there's obviously different ranks. How do you choose what rank somebody gets?
Well, the way it works is the first 3 days. Well, first of all, you pay the security deposit. Then I give you the information to log on to the host-only TeamSpeak. You get to know the ranks for 3 days, and during those 3 days, you figure out what account name you're going to host on. Then you create imposter accounts for that name. For example, if your name's Money, you have to create every name that looks similar or anything you can even imagine that a imposter would use to try to scam a customer to make them think that they're the real host when they're not. So they spend 3 days doing that. After that happens, they watch a hosting video. They get trained by a rank, silver or higher, and then we put them on low rank, the rank just below the bronze star, and they train. And once we feel that they're ready to move to bronze, they're not making any mistakes, and they got the hang of it. Then they go to bronze, and they earn their way up to gold. You can't purchase gold or silver from
Very cool.
just
So
by putting down a huge amount of
yeah,
money.
so silver and gold is just basically earned with trust and lots of good work, basically.
Right. Doesn't matter if Zezima applies for rank, even Phoenix Oden, everybody started on the training rank and moved up. And it's taken some ranks it's taken 7, 8 months to achieve gold star. We make
Wow.
sure that it means something.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a good thing. All right. So, how do you keep the peace with rival clans, and what kind of agreements do you guys come up with?
Oh boy, this is um well, originally when I created this clan, I envisioned something that I seen in the pest control world. I joined a pest control clan to max out my main account KO, and I noticed that there was 7 to 10 clans that were not linked at all together, but the owners and the generals of all the clans, they created their own organization, like a side clan, so to speak, to where they fixed any problems that occurred in the pest control community, and they just made sure that they thrived and all the problems were fixed. They worked together. So I wanted to do that with this clan. Once like formed, and then Win All Day came and all them, and I approached liked, and I said, okay, I said, why don't you move into the GE to the southeast corner? I have the northeast, and we'll watch your back. We won't let anybody harm you or anything, and we'll ensure that we thrive. And she said we take the game too seriously. Then when Win All Day moved into World 2, I found out pretty quick that it wasn't. Basically, I found out with all these Dice Clan owners and the generals that they didn't think like I did. They were all about the immediate money,
Hmm.
the short term. They were greedy. Right away, they wanted to get vicious. They weren't thinking about becoming friends and neighbors. So I knew right away that that dream of the side clan, which worked together as a team, wasn't going to happen.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Basically, the only clan right now that is basically on the same page as I am as far as that sort of thinking is Smoking Mills.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they've been around since the day before forever.
Yep.
All right, well that's pretty cool. All right, now what do you think, if you had to say, is what makes you guys stand out amongst other clans?
Well, we we created. I think that we created the monthly 5 bill drop parties and the party hat giveaways, which is probably what we're the most known for.
Oh wow, that
It's
that,
our
that actually kind
giveaways.
of leads into the next question. Then, kind of perfect, which was what kind of events do you guys do within the RuneScape community?
Well, every month, usually the first Friday or Saturday of the new month, we used to do a 5 billion drop party, 5 billion worth of items, and then a party hat. And it's gotten to the point now where the last one we did, I think it was 2 months ago, when you tried to get into World 2, it didn't even give you an option for a queue. You had to wait an
Wow,
hour just to get on the waiting list, which took another 2 hours to get in the game.
that is
And
crazy.
yeah, people. It got to the point where all my videos were people flaming me. You should die. I didn't get anything. I waited 3 hours for effing nothing. And it got to the point where I couldn't win either way. I was better off not giving out items because I wouldn't get flamed. So I came out with a new system to where I start the event sometime in the day, and we do these tournaments where once it starts, you place your bet with the host for a dice duel in IRC, and the first 11 people, the first person to roll every number. So if you roll a 2, you're the first person to roll a 2, you win a Fury. If
Oh
the
wow,
the first person to roll a 3 wins Fury, first person to roll a 4, and so on for every number.
huh?
So
That's
now we
pretty
do
cool.
those free giveaways, and then also if you're in a dice duel, the first person to roll, let's say, a 2 in a dice duel, gets in the tournament. And the first 4 people to roll a 2, they'll be in a tournament, and then it's a 4-man tournament, and we'll give out a prize to the winner. Either it's a Santa or a party hat, and then I'll just randomly go around and hand people that are in our IFC channel. Just they don't even have to be betting. We'll just hand them items, and people that are at our dice spot at the Spirit Tree, we just hand out items, and we try to do treasure trails and quizzes and stuff like that. We make it an all-day event now, so where if you don't show up when it starts, you could come 5 hours later and still get an item. We don't want one specific time where everyone jams the servers and lags out the whole game, and also pisses off Jagex because I'm sure they don't appreciate it.
Yeah, probably a couple people up there,
It
and
really got ridiculous. I mean, 2,000 people at the corner just waiting to get items. Is basically
yikes.
what it's down to. We filled the last, the biggest party we had 2 months ago. We filled 10 clan chats, and we could have filled a few more, but there was just not enough staff.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that was the goal at the beginning. Everything we do huge,
Go big
to
or
where
go
when
home.
someone hits play on the video, they start freaking out. That was our goal for everything we did.
Well, that is some pretty cool. That is really cool. Wait, so that means you guys have a drop party coming up then soon?
Oh yes, March 2nd. Starts 7 p.m. Eastern. It's gonna be the giveaway thing I
Oh
told you
yeah, the
about.
giveaway. Sorry,
I'm gonna try to make it last
Colin.
all night.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is sick.
Because
I
if
might
you
have
give
to
people a
pop in there.
specific time and tell them a drop party, you won't be able
Yeah.
to get in the world.
Yeah, my bad. Wasn't I didn't mean to say drop party. The giveaway thing that he just explained to us, guys. So that's really cool. I might have to pop in that day.
Yeah, I've been staking lately, doing some party hat stakes, try to get some variety of videos on my channel. I mean, I love dicing. Don't get me, but nobody wants to see every video on your channel dicing all day long. It's
Yeah,
old.
that gets old after a while.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, it was great having you for the interview. Really enjoyed it. It was nice finally getting blah, blah, blah. It was nice finally getting able to talk to you.
Oh, I
And
appreciate it. I've never come out with a interview video yet. I've only spoken on one of my videos. All of them been music.
oh wow, that's really
So I
cool.
really
Then I
appreciate
feel
the
honored.
opportunity. I just want to apologize. I've been up about 25 hours if I was stuttering and slurring. So
Oh, it's no biggie, dude. I got like 3.5 hours of sleep last night working on a freaking 4-page essay for my English class, so I totally feel you.
it'll be worth it, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they keep telling me. All right, well, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to post comments, thumbs up the video, all that kind of good stuff. And I look forward to seeing what you guys say. And link will be in the description, of course, over to Dragon Dyce's channel. If you guys want to go check out his vids and be notified of future updates, stuff like that. And, of course, all the other information about his clan chat and IRC chats and stuff you heard in the video. So thanks again for joining us, and thank you guys for watching.
Thanks, guys.